Good evening. The title of today's page is The Fig Tree. This book is by Pastor Adeboye. In today's Bible reading, Jesus was hungry and went to get some figs from a fig tree nearby, but unfortunately, he did not find any. Jesus cursed the tree and it dried up, even though it was not the season for figs, meaning that it was natural for the tree not to have fruits at the time. Jesus still cursed it. You may think that Jesus was being unfair to the tree, but he was sending a message to us with that act. You must never wait for the right conditions before you begin to bear fruits for your master. Ecclesiastes 11 verse 4 says, "He that observeth the wind shall not sow, and he that regardeth the clouds shall not reap." If God has given a believer an assignment, he or she should work towards it, whether the conditions are right or not. If such believers keep waiting for the right conditions, they will not fulfill their destiny. If you keep observing the wind, you will not sow, and if you have already sown, if you keep observing the clouds, you will not reap. You must set out to bear fruit even when the condition around you do not suggest that you should. When I became the general overseer of RCCG, I got many promises from God, apart from the covenant that God had with my father and the Lord about the church's great future. All the conditions surrounding the church at the time were not palatable. We did not even have enough money to pay the general overseer's salary, not to talk of getting money to establish parishes around the world or hosting large meetings where millions of people were going to gather. Even though the conditions did not look right, I still set out to do the thing that God called me to do. When we moved to Redemption City, we did not have the money to pay laborers to build the auditorium, not to talk of the building a city. I worked every night with other members of the church to build the first auditorium. Today, everyone can see the city that God promised us. Beloved, if you wait for perfect conditions before you bear fruit, you will be just like that fig tree. And I am quite sure that you don't want to end up like it, because Jesus said in our memory verse for today that any branch in him that does not bear fruit will not be cut off. The key point from this was there is no excuse for failing to bear fruits. Because then you just like I was just called, I have everything. I need to literally spread the word. I've already spread the word to some friends, to some people who didn't know I'm successful. Made a group chat, but I still could spread the word in a different way, in an even greater way, which was through social media, which is what I'm currently doing. I can't keep pushing it off, no matter how much I feel like I don't want to do it. This is people's souls you're playing with. Bible in 1 year, if you wish to follow along that, I personally am. You can read Luke 11 to 12, the hymn, if you want to listen to that. Read Mark 11, verse 12 to 20 for more understanding. Or, memorize John 15, to every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he